In the early hours of August 27, 1979, Deputy Sheriff Val Johnson was driving his patrol car along a lonely stretch of highway road near Warren, Minnesota, when he encountered something that would change his life forever. What began as a quiet night on duty became one of the most baffling cases in modern UFO history. At around 1:40 a.m., Johnson saw a bright beam of light appear on the road ahead, suspended in mid-air, silent and unmoving. Believing it could be a small aircraft or a crash, he accelerated to investigate, but before he could reach it, the light rushed toward him, covering miles in an instant. A blinding flash filled the patrol car. Johnson was thrown back, his windshield shattered, his radio and headlights dead. The next thing he remembered was silence. 14 minutes had passed. His cruiser veered off the road into a ditch. Both of the vehicle's clocks, the dashboard, and Johnson's wristwatch had stopped at exactly 2:19 a.m., frozen in time. They remained 14 minutes slow when they restarted. When backup arrived, they found Johnson dazed, with burns around his eyes, as if from exposure to intense ultraviolet light. The patrol car's windshield was fractured outward, the roof antenna bent sharply backward, and the red emergency light on top of the car crushed inward, as though by invisible force. Investigators from Ford Motor Company, Honeywell, and Northwestern Bell examined the car. They confirmed the damage was consistent with a powerful electromagnetic or physical impact, not collision or vandalism, and yet there were no other vehicles, aircraft, or power lines anywhere near the scene. Deputy Johnson was no sensationalist. He was respected, calm, and professional, and he never changed his story. He described the object as a brilliant spherical light, impossible to look at directly, with no visible structure, only radiance. The FBI and Air Force were notified, but neither could explain what happened. Their conclusion? Unknown. The car was preserved exactly as found and remains on display today in the Marshall County Museum in Minnesota, a silent witness to what science cannot explain. 14 minutes lost, a frozen clock, a deputy's testimony that never changed. If time itself can be bent, what kind of force was really at work that night? Years later, Val Johnson retired from law enforcement, still insisting the event was real. He never sought fame, never asked for money, only understanding. Whatever it was, he said, it was real, and it was beyond anything I've ever known. On a quiet highway in Minnesota, a beam of light struck a man's car, and time itself. Decades later, the clocks still run true, but those 14 minutes remain unaccounted for.